Okay, we're at 912 Charo Parkway, I believe it is, Unit 213. We arrived at the home inspection at about 9 o'clock, and we're wrapping it up between 12 and 1. We usually do videos like this for Angie's List members, and we also do it for promotional reasons. So that's why we're doing this bonus video for you today. First thing we looked at when we got here was the building and the construction. You can see the framing on the inside of the window here. See how thin that is, 4 inches? That's basically telling us that we have a wood frame structure. Okay, so this is a wood frame building on a slab with wall covering that is stucco. In the back of the building they have veneer as wall covering. First thing I noticed when I got here was the discoloration at the door. Not sure what caused that or what's causing that. May need to be cleaned up. It's at the outside, so it really doesn't pose a threat to anything inside. But that's the first thing that we looked at. Next thing we looked at was just some cosmetic abrasions at the entry floor area. Your unit is located directly across from an elevator. Okay, so you can see that. Walking into the house, okay, we basically go through the interior really well. The first thing I wanted to share with you is here. There is a small, I don't know if you can see it, but a small stain there at the ceiling in the front entry foyer. I put a meter to that, a moisture meter. That is dry. I don't know what caused that or where it came from, but it's not active right now. And that was one thing I thought in the report that we would put for you to just pay attention. And as you're here, as you live here, you want to definitely make sure that you don't have any conditions re-emerge. When I came into the kitchen area, I wasn't really able to check the plumbing fully because what they've done here is they've actually removed the garbage disposal that was at the right side of the sink. Okay, you see how the plumbing is disconnected there? Okay, look under the sink, you can see it's disconnected. Also, you can see the the dishwasher drain hose is disconnected. So the dishwasher, although it sounds like it may work, could not be operated because we were worried about where that water was going to end up going. We couldn't temporarily hook it up to anything. There's not a connection there for it. So we're going to recommend that that gets run and a disposal gets reinstalled and the plumbing gets repaired under there because you're not able to really use it properly. They have a built-in microwave here. I went ahead and checked it. It seems like it works. It just needs to be reinstalled. And I did check for, even though there's no appliances here, appliance connections, like there is a bracket for a no-tip for the range, and there is a 220 receptacle here. There is a hole for the power cord for the microwave there, and there is a receptacle installed for the microwave. So that's pretty turnkey once you get it installed. You have a water supply for the refrigerator installed already, and also the 110. So as I walked around, I kind of just took a glimpse of everything. A lot of cosmetic things. You see little nicks and stuff in the walls. That's typical. We don't usually record those for a home inspection, but when you come in, you're probably going to end up painting and doing things like that. You may even redo floors and carpets. These floors look okay. There's some staining on the floors that you'll notice when you walk in. We're in the guest bedroom right now, and there really wasn't any outstanding conditions here. This front bathroom here, the guest bathroom, only have a couple of things I want to show you. Here, again, it looks like a little bit of a discoloration at the ceiling. I think that this may have been repaired. You see the texture right there? I don't know if this is coming through in the video well enough or not, but basically it looks like something was repaired there. And I put a moisture meter to that to make sure that nothing was wet, and everything looked pretty good. So it's not active. The condition is not active at this time. Often you come into environments where you have minor repairs like a chip in the tub and things like that. That's pretty common. Pop-up assemblies that need repair, that's pretty common. Overall in this bathroom, the plumbing didn't seem to be in bad condition. Essentially, you can see underneath there, it looks pretty good. Now, everywhere where we saw water stains, we did put a moisture meter to check to make sure that you didn't have anything going on. This closet, the first one you hit on your left down the hallway, is the water heater closet and the air handler. Okay, what I noticed first about the air handler is the filter's pretty dirty. I also noticed that someone may have made a repair under here. Those are the condensation lines for the air conditioning. When this unit was installed, there should have been a float switch here, and if we went ahead and removed the filter, you could see there's no float switch inside of here, and there's none underneath there, the coils. That's normally where you might find it. So I think it was repaired and somebody just neglected to install it. Water heater is not working. It's not heating the water. This is the water heater located below the air handler. And if you look here at the bottom, you can see, I'll try to get my light in there so you actually can see, but you can see this is wet. This is all wet in there, okay? So it's leaking from somewhere. Fortunately, there is a drain conduit there that is allowing for the water to drain outside. But that's what we have on the water heater. So I'm thinking you're gonna have someone look at this and they're gonna decide replacing it might be the best option. Okay, this second bathroom is the bathroom in the hallway. Again, like I said earlier, we ran water, we did everything to make sure that things were working for you. Over here, you can see clearly that water had stained this area before. I used the meter over here. Not leaking at this time, but I definitely would pay attention to that when I lived here, because sometimes conditions can take 2, 3, 4, 5 days to emerge. We're only here for a few hours, so if it does show up, that would be the reason why. But right now, nothing had leaked here. And you can see it's pretty good condition underneath the sink and stuff like that. So this bathroom here is your hallway bathroom. Taking you through, these are the hallway bedrooms. Okay, nothing really noteworthy in here. The only thing you'd want to be aware of is your electrical panel is in here. Okay, in your inspection report, you're going to read about overheating breakers. That would be these two right here. Okay, temperatures were in excess of 120 degrees. It could be the breaker's loose, it could be the breaker's going bad, it could be a problem with the circuit. In any case, it needs to be evaluated and repaired, and that'll be in the inspection report for you. So that you can get an electrician in here to take care of that. Okay, little things like exposed wiring at the ceiling, that's from when a fixture was removed and not reinstalled. You have one here, and you have also one in the dining room area or the dining area itself. Okay, as we went through the house, the windows, just so you know, are above average for the year that this was built. The windows are double pane, single hung windows, so they looked pretty good. As we entered the master bedroom, I did have a condition that concerned me. As we come in to the corner, particularly the northwest corner, okay, you can see water staining here at the corner. Now, the meter that I rely on to tell me if something is wet, I'm holding in my hands now. Basically, we always just go ahead and go right against here, and you could see that this is wet. This stain is in fact wet. Okay, so my opinion is, like most conditions that manifest like this in a house or in a condominium, typically something is getting in somewhere. Where, we don't know. We do see some discoloration here, but this, I couldn't pinpoint or target where it was coming from. So I'm gonna guess, just an educated guess outside, that it might be a sprinkler head or something that's out that corner. That's very common, wouldn't be uncommon for something like that to happen. So when you look at this, that's the first immediate repair that I would say you'd want to take a look at doing, because we don't want to see any moisture problems in here. As we went into the master bathroom, the couple of conditions that we'll have in the report are simple. Shower, this partition wall and glass, this leaks here. That could explain the discoloration here. When I ran the shower, I always purposely point it, so because you know water's going to cascade off of you when you're in there. And the bottom line is that this needs to be resealed. This shower door is very difficult to close at the bottom. Okay, so you may want to have that worked on a little bit for your benefit and sanity for that reason. The rest of the bathroom looked okay. Like I said, we go through it pretty thoroughly. There are items that we'll have in the inspection report that you should be aware of, and naturally that report will be with you sometime this evening. Now, one of the things that I did make a note of in here, because there's been a lot of things that look like it might have been touched up paint, because of the fact that you had some moisture in the bathrooms, and you have active moisture in the bedroom, and you have water sitting in the water pan at the water heater, these things kind of concern me, because those conditions can be conducive to mold if they're not addressed. So I would want to make sure that we would put that in your report so you knew what those conditions were. Now, as far as major items here, the electrical, air conditions working, plumbing overall seems serviceable. Exterior grounds and everything seem to have been maintained fairly well, and that is a good thing. Walking out the back door, this is where the air conditioning unit is. Okay, my assistant just took off and left us, but basically it's a Goodman unit, 2.5 ton, manufactured in 2007, and the unit is working at this time. The loud sound that you hear, I can't really put my finger on. Sounds like just a humming noise in the unit. Could be something loose, all right? But I would have that evaluated by an air conditioning specialist. Right now, for the purpose of the home inspection, this unit is cooling and producing heat inside. As we walk towards the area where there was water in the master bedroom, that's this area right here. Okay, it could be coming from a corner and it's working its way down. It could be coming from a sprinkler head somewhere out here. These sprinkler heads are kind of well hidden, so sometimes it's hard. Sometimes they actually have the pipe sticking up, not in this case. Sprinkler heads are receding here, and I don't actually see them, but I do see one here. All right, so it could be like a sprinkler head that's wetting that wall on the inside. All right, it also could be, notice the dryer vents terminate back here. It could be a leak at the vent. It could be a leak at the rim up top. Whatever the case may be, the big picture should be further evaluation here at the exterior, so that what's going on inside doesn't happen again. Okay, this is a shot of your rear patio in the back of the building. You are close to a community barbecue and a community pool. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. We do these complimentary videos from time to time, and we do ask you, Angie's List members, to give us a rating on the performance that we did for you. Make sure that you keep us in check. If you're happy, let us know. Thanks for your business. Have a great day.